Hello, my name is Mary Juneau, the author of Heart Journey. I'm excited to introduce you to the skill for attracting and manifesting what you want in your life. It is a skill I have developed and used for decades. Heart Journey is more than a manifestation technique. It is also a spiritual path that opens your heart, conveys wisdom, and fosters spiritual growth. In this video, I will introduce you to the 3 steps outlined in Heart Journey. It is my hope that the information included in this video and in the book Heart Journey will make your world and the world at large a better place. Heart Journey is a how-to manual for co-creative manifestation. In Part 1 of Heart Journey, I present the technique for initiating a request to manifest what you want in your life. In Part 2 of Heart Journey, I tell you how to participate in the manifestation process by establishing a co-creative partnership with a higher power. This can be God, Goddess, the universe, or higher power of your choosing. There are 4 elements necessary for attracting what you wish to manifest, and I will list them. In Part 3 of Heart Journey, the focus is on spiritual growth and opening your heart. Opening your heart magnifies your ability to attract, receive, and manifest for both yourself and others. So let's get started with Part 1. In Part 1 of Heart Journey, you learn how to compose a formal or informal request or contract regarding what you want in your life. This becomes the basis of your Heart Journey and initiates you into this spiritual path and the co-creative process of manifestation. Start by asking yourself, what do I want to be, do, have, experience, or give? A lot goes into the discovery process, and you should take your time determining your heart's desire. Don't rush this part of the process. I normally suggest a month of reflection and contemplation. So the first step is determining your heart's desire. Focus on what you do want and not on what you don't want. Focusing on negativity can lead to negative results. Positive goals lead to positive manifestation. From what you discover about yourself and your heart's desire, translate your wishes into a focused thought in words, images, or symbols that represent what you want. Be concrete and specific. Your focused thought will direct energy into formation. A clear picture of what you want leads to manifestation. Now compose your Sacred Heart contract or request. Your contract can be written, it can be an image or collage that is meaningful to you, or symbolic, like an altar or a garden. You want to follow certain guidelines in composing your contract, such as use positive language regarding what you want. Do not mention what you do not want. Make I statements and stay in the present tense. For example, I now have my dream job. Identify the characteristics of this dream job. With benefits, define the benefits you want. And supportive coworkers. What constitutes supportive coworkers? I am earning the salary I requested. List the dollar amount. And I have the ability to advance in my profession. Mention the position you hope to grow into. You either formally or informally initiate your request through a ritual or simple action, such as signing your contract. This completes the activation of your Sacred Heart contract and your initiation into the spiritual path called Heart Journey. It also serves as an invitation to a higher power of your choice to join you as a co-creative partner in the manifestation process. Heart Journey is both mundane and sacred. On one hand, there is the manifestation process, or the ability to attract what you want to do, be, have, or experience in your life. On the other hand, there is the co-creative partnership with God, the universe, or higher force of your choice. You work in partnership with this unseen source of energy and power, which magnifies your ability to manifest in regard to attracting and receiving abundance for yourself and others. Taken together, these two teachings, manifestation and the co-creative partnership, result in profound psychological and spiritual changes. Heart Journey is a true spiritual path and a peaceful, abundant way of living. Once you have composed and initiated your contract or request, the focus shifts to the co-creative partnership and manifestation process. In Part 2 of Heart Journey, techniques for multidimensional cooperation and intuitive two-way communication are presented. This will assist you and your co-creative partner in guiding your desire into form. Communication with your co-creative partner occurs through the senses. There are numerous ways to see, hear, sense, and know. The experiences can be subtle or dramatic and profound. It is not the intensity of the experience that is noteworthy. It is the quality of the communication that is important. Is it loving? Is it supportive? Communications that convey anger or criticism are products of your own unconscious and should be discounted. Signs, symbols, dreams, visions, ease, and difficulty are just a few of the ways communication occurs. The difference between ease and difficulty is particularly important. Co-creative manifestation should proceed with ease. If you run into a roadblock with each of 3 different attempts, check in with your co-creative partner. Something is not right. You might be headed in the wrong direction, proceeding in an incorrect manner, or at the worst possible time. 4 elements are needed for manifestation to occur through co-creation. First, your heart's desire and an openness to receiving. It is desire that fuels attraction, and this is why it's important to really want it. You also need to be open to receiving what you want, however it comes. Openness fuels receptivity. The second element is your focused thought, which is your contract or request. This is the template for formation. You need a thought form for the energy to flow into. The third element is flow, which is creative energy coupled with ease. Together, they are the building blocks for manifestation. It can have other names such as source or grace. The fourth element is the avenue for manifestation. This is the means by which manifestation occurs. This may or may not involve your participation. These 4 elements need to come together in harmony. I call this balancing act the delicate art of skillful navigation. It can be a little like patting your head and rubbing your stomach. Situations can get chaotic just before manifestation occurs, so you must stay calm, focused, and committed. There are troubleshooting chapters in Heart Journey for each of these 4 elements to help you stay on track. It is within the establishment of direct communication with your co-creative partner that guidance is given regarding the process of manifestation. Communication with your co-creative partner lets you know when to act, when to wait, what to do, and what not to do. When you respond appropriately in multidimensional cooperation with your co-creative partner, you reside in the flow, moving ahead with ease, avoiding obstacles and delays. Direct communication also results in insight, wisdom, and spiritual growth. As stated before, manifestation and spiritual growth go hand in hand, and spiritual growth leads to open-heartedness. There is still much to discover and master. In Part 3 of Heart Journey, you will see your practice deepen as you collaborate with your co-creative partner. You gain insight and wisdom and grow spiritually. Your heart opens to unconditional love as abundance flows through you to those you touch. Heart Journey is a true spiritual path. It connects heaven, increased consciousness, with earth, manifestation through the heart, increasing your experience of love, abundance, and compassion. Included in Heart Journey are 12 co-creative thought transformations. They assist you in the process of manifestation while also opening your heart and supporting your co-creative partnership. You will learn to transform limiting thinking patterns into co-creative ways of thinking, feeling, and acting. These transformations are not only enlightening, they are also logical transitions to make. They are the next step in your spiritual evolution as they transform your emotions and clear personal agendas. This allows for clarity and trust in communication with your co-creative partner, increasing your ability to attract, receive, and manifest. Each of the 12 co-creative thought transformations arises from an old limiting belief. For example, here is the first limiting thought pattern you will need to transform. It is the do-it-yourself fantasy. With Heart Journey, you are not alone in the manifestation process. You should not be focused on a checklist of things to do to make manifestation happen. You have a co-creative partner who lends guidance, ease, and assistance to the manifestation process. You need to let go of the tendency to take charge. Do not treat co-creative manifestation like a project with a deadline and a blueprint. Instead, work with your co-creative partner to open your heart to receiving and discover your ability to attract abundance. These are subtle skills you need to master. Some things cannot be taught completely, only experienced directly and then fully realized. Such is the case with the ability to attract and receive. Your co-creative partner is the best teacher to unlock this mystery. Heart Journey can point you in the right direction, but it's through collaboration and communication with your co-creative partner that true knowledge is conveyed. By stepping back from the do-it-yourself mentality, insight occurs. The new co-creative thought is learning to attract, opening to receive. For example, here is a picture of a crystal that I requested of God. I asked that I be given a tantric twin crystal with 2 points the same size, a common slope to the points, and a rainbow inside. I never wrote down my request or voiced it to anyone. I did not talk about this or any other crystal. It was a silent message to God alone. 6 months later, I was given this crystal by someone who said a voice had asked her to give it to me. It was a tantric twin crystal with 2 points the same size, a common slope to the points, and a rainbow inside. Learning to attract and opening to receive is a life skill you can learn by transforming limited thinking into co-creative thoughts. You can read the complete story of this crystal on my website at www.maryjuno.com. The ability to love completely and unconditionally is the basis for spiritual development. Part 3 of Heart Journey includes information on opening your heart fully to greater abundance and unconditional love. There are 8 stages of heart openness. To attain the highest level of heart openness with the hope of generating abundance, you must maximize your ability to love yourself, love others, and love the unseen higher power that is your co-creative partner. The three loves combined and in balance are accelerants to the process of manifestation through attracting, receiving, generating, and channeling abundance. You attract and receive the greatest amount of abundance when it pours through you on the wings of love to others. You begin to emit and channel that which you receive, increasing the flow in and through you. When you carry the greatest amount of love in your heart, you begin to generate love and abundance in the neediest of places, giving as quickly as you receive. Here is a graphic that illustrates the lowest level of heart openness, and it is not really open at all. The individual is shut down and closed off to deaden the hurt and pain of vulnerability. This individual may be focused on money, time restraints, or self-protection. Hardly anyone spends a lot of time at this stage, but everyone is capable of shutting down for a period of time or in some difficult situations or with certain people. The goal is to recognize when one is closed off and respond open-heartedly. At the highest stage of heart openness, the heart is fully open, loving unconditionally, able to attract and receive, generate and channel abundance. This is where you want to be. This is the openness you want to sustain. By understanding the 8 stages of heart openness, you can learn to remain in this stage longer and longer. For more information about Heart Journey and co-creative manifestation, go to my website, www.maryjuno.com. There you will find a study guide, sample chapter, and videos. You can also sign up to be on the mailing list for future videos and offerings. The book is available in paper and digital format. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope to present more information about the 12 co-creative thought transformations and the 8 stages of heart openness in the future. Please look for them on my website or on my YouTube channel. Thank you and have a good day.